Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Everything's Been Done Director's Commentary with yours truly, Dustin Klein. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. This is a note for you that I wrote earlier. Hey, we got a big banging episode. We're going to do director's commentary of Beyond Range, taking the Specialized Creo SL Evo. Why the fuck do all these names of brand company things got to be so long? To the limit. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. So let's get into it. This is a little bit of a longer episode, which, you know, some of you like and some of you don't. So buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be good. So professional with the with the beeps. This bike is loaded to the gills. Look at those tires, the fanciest saddle.
Dustin, Klein, Portland, Oregon. We've got a proper session lined up today. We're gonna meet up with the pals. We're gonna do some big miles.
The pals, the buds, the homies.
The Creo, the e-bike.
I've been working on my and too, and I think it's coming along pretty good.
Its first big ride. I know for a fact that this ride is going to be out of range for this bike. Why are you taking it? What's the point of that? That's a great question, actually.
Good. Okay.
I just want to see how far I can push this thing.
This is my favorite part.
What it's like to have the battery die on it, because the battery is going to die.
The battery is going to die. I started off. This is it. I'd never done a long range. I should preface this by saying the range that's marketed for this bike is 80 miles, and I don't know how the fuck they come up with that number, but I think it's like a conservative, like if you keep it on the lowest battery setting. So I had range anxiety. I was paranoid about this thing coming through, period, making it happen. So halfway through the ride, I figured out, well, let's just see what I figured out.
As much of this as I can in the beginning with the fresh legs, with no power on. It's just a bicycle, just riding a kind of a heavy bike.
Heavy bike.
Water,
hey,
gear,
who out there has a bike? Here.
Blah. Weighs out to 32 pounds.
Hey, let me know if you've got a bike that weighs 32 pounds, just normal bike, like doesn't have a crazy, it's the battery, I think. Well, and the motor, and the assist, and that paint. He's getting off topic so soon. How much does your bike weigh? That's what I want to know. Leave a comment down below. We're curious.
For an e-bike, that's fantastic. For a fancy bike, that's, you know.
It's okay.
Let's see how this works, shall we?
Let's do it, buddy. Pedal away.
Help.
I've never ridden a Swerks bike before. I'm down.
No lights mean no power. No power. I am gonna.
There are these cool little, they call them road remotes that you can plug in to, because during this video I have to hit the power on the top tube when I'm riding, and when it's kind of chunky monkey, like it's a little hard to do. So, maybe I should do a Not a Mechanic of that. Yeah, if you want to see that, let me know. And if you don't want to see that, let me know.
Use the battery. There will be power at some point, until there's no power again. And then I'm just gonna limp home, slow and tired.
So much range anxiety.
Then, we're feeling good.
Okay. Little sun, little fog.
3.1 miles in, I realized I forgot my lights. Huh?
And the reason I said that is because it's winter. Like, the sun sets at like 4 p.m., so... And it was a big day, but let's see what happens. We're on, first session on the turbo machine.
And then there were 6. Is my math right? Yeah. Hey.
Doug went on to say a bunch of other silly things that we just trimmed it. No offense to Doug, just didn't make the cut.
Hey, good morning. Hey, tell me about this bike.
This bike's pretty crazy.
Bike.
Down the front.
This is a vintage Ericsson from the 80s.
You guys ever heard of an Ericsson
steel
before?
Frame with a Jeff Lyon
that.
fork. Jeff Lyon's a builder from Grants Pass, Oregon. And it's my baby. 9-speed Ultegra.
I wonder why he has a different fork.
She rides really, really beautifully. Just the way she looks. Yeah, she's a dream.
It took me a while to catch that. It rides just as good as it looks. I was like, oh, you're pretty good with the words there, Sugo.
What size tires are those?
These are 650B, 42s.
Oh, 42.
Do you have a bike with 700C
I think they're Compass
wheels?
tires.
I don't, actually, right now.
And no 700s for Sugo.
Cool gloves.
Does anybody else only have 650 bikes? That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, these are the deck Wait.
Oh, trip on this. So Sealskin is like this waterproof glove, and then I found out deck shells from one of you. I forgot who tipped me off, but good looking out. They're the same fucking glove. It's really funny. So if you need a waterproof glove, I would just price compare because they're the same thing, and they're awesome. They work awesome. Merino on the inside. There's a waterproof membrane, some niche thing on the outside. They're great, and they work good with the phone. All right, enough about the gloves.
Wait. Same factory.
I'm trying to get more turning shots there where we... So many suburbs.
How do you figure out the weather for the...
This was like a ride to the ride kind of ride. And when you do that, there's so many junk miles. And that, I don't like filming suburban
rides. So it's an app, Epic
Oh,
Rides it's called.
who knows about this app?
Plug in your route, like you do a ride with GPS route.
Epic
Plug it
Rides.
into the app, and it tells
The dude that does it too, I sent him an email. Was like, hey, we talked about it in the episode. Well, I sent an email to Epic Rides and realized it's just one guy. How cool is it? He's just like dedicated to helping the thing. I don't know. It's cool. So if you want to know what the weather's going to be like on your rides, try Epic Rides.
you at every point during your ride what the weather is going to be. Wind, rain, whatever it is. It's really freaking cool.
Dude, Abe said his screen
I
grab.
don't even tell from the screen grab.
Wind direction, temperature,
Well,
precipitation.
I'm in the way, but there's like...
Mind blown.
All right.
Yeah.
Just watch the real video.
20
Sugo
miles
could only
in,
do half the
no
ride,
power
or
yet.
part of the ride.
I have range anxiety. I'm
That
too
was him
scared to
dipping
use
out.
it. How do you advise I use this power?
Minimally.
I did like 4 takes with Devin to try and get him, because I was like, I have all this power. Like, I meant, like absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like, how should I use my power? And he just didn't get it. And I was like, all right, whatever.
You're doing a dry green January this January?
Yeah, first time. I usually
Hey, who else
do
is
a
doing dry January?
Oh.
Where I try not to drink because I drink too much. The other
He has like multiple kegs at home all year, so his dry January actually does make a lot of sense. And also, Devin, I'm so impressed that you do that, because you obviously love beer, but then you're like, no, for a whole month, no beer. Good for you. And subsequently, tangent, let them begin. Ron hopped on the dry January. I think he hopped on at the beginning of January, and then I decided, all right, I wanted to see if I could do it. Because I get into a habit of like a beer a night. I really like doing that, but I just figure it's probably not the most healthy thing. So I've been doing it since the 5th. It took me a couple days. I just got a fresh 6-pack, and I was like, I'll wait till these are. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm on Devin's trip, too. It's dry green January. I guess it's fine. I kind of don't know. I don't know. It's not that hard to do it, but it's kind of annoying because beer is rad. But I don't know. What do you think? You dry January? You like it? You hate it? You need it? You don't? Back to the video.
11 months of the year, but this year I'm mixing it up. So I'm going to do some experimentation.
Did you bring
Oh,
any
I can't. Devin is not really much of a smoker when this was filmed, which is the beginning of the month. Since then, he's sent me multiple cell phone videos of him making gravity bongs in his garage. Oh, it's awesome. He's an engineer, so he's like, oh my God. He's just like went straight into it. I was like, what are you doing, man? He's like, man, now I'm going to be addicted to weed and beer after this. Whatever. Had to be there. I don't know.
No, it's kind
Sorry,
of
sorry,
like
Devin,
an
for
evening thing.
throwing you under the bus.
I brought stuff for you.
All right. the
Which
green
is true, I
January
did.
starts today.
Like the two balances, the balance of opposites. Fuel gel and nature's gel. It's
His, Suko had the chemical pack. Ron had the, pretty self-explanatory. Anyways, the pocket pizza with Devin, like the first time I met Devin, is probably a 3-year-old video. I don't even remember the name of the video. I know it was on Mount Hood. He came up with pocket pizza. And surprisingly, some of you have like remembered that reference over the years, which is amazing because it's hilarious. And for reasons why, such as
Large
this.
extra cheese.
Get the fuck out of here. Is that what I think it is?
I think it is.
Is it? Pocket pizza!
All right, 21 miles in. I got way dropped from the group. Take
That's the thing that I wanted to shoot, and it was like kind of boring B-roll, but I was like, you guys go ahead, I'll catch ya, because I've got this crazy space bike. This was the first time I used it on that ride, 30
a
miles
picture.
in.
So I'm gonna use the power up. And we're gonna catch these guys.
So funny side note I've learned, you can get these road remotes that go on the handlebars that switch between power modes, but you cannot turn the power on and off with the road remotes. On the bus. I don't understand that. I'm just saying, you can make it have 0 power, but it's still on. But to me, it's like if you just shut it off, the battery's going to last longer. Am I wrong? I don't know. It makes sense to me.
There we go. Whoa!
I realized later I probably should have had, like, I caught him. But
Hey, did you hit your 10,000 miles last year?
oh, that was funny, too. Did you see Abe? He was acting. Very good acting. I scared him. I didn't know he was going to do that. It was very funny.
Sure did.
What?
Have a little bit more this year, but we'll see.
What are you aiming for?
I don't know, 11. Not much.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
He initially, I was like, did you hit your 10K? He's like, yeah, I hit 10K and 13. And I was like, 13? What are you talking about? He hit 10,013 miles. It was like, just nailed it, just barely. And I also really respect his bump. He's like, okay, 10,000, which is, I think that's fucking crazy. Someone do that math. I think it's like 200 miles a week. And no, I just lost track because I was like, how to carry the 2. But he's just going to try and bump it by 100 extra miles. That's super respectable. I like that. But all of it's not.
Not much.
The upside down flag, I don't know why that was upside down. That could be multiple things. I kind of have a gut feeling that they're maybe Trumpies and that they're like, oh, I don't know. You do not see that very often in America. It means distress, too. The American flag upside down means like SOS.
151.
148.
Oh, the heart rate
152.
jokes?
148.
No one cares but me and Doug.
Holding 151.
148.
God damn it, this heavy bike.
I thought that was funny. I'm just...
Need a little squeak action here. But
The squeak was real.
Just the solution. Just need to take a little bit of your pocket pizza
Anybody else
and
use
put
their
it ever
food as
so
lubrication?
slightly in the affected area. Don't be shy. Get it in there. Yep. Okay, you got it. Good.
I think the best part is that it actually worked.
Boom. Plus, you get a reward when you're done.
It was funny to have this fancy ass bike like
squeaking
all the time.
In. Still, I haven't used the power, only to catch up to the guys. I feel like
that
I'm
means I
nervous
use
about
it then.
Using all of it. So, nothing else to report.
That was probably a pointless interlude. Sometimes I just record them and feel like I need to use them.
So, Doug, you
Dude, who has ever seen 3 pigs just chilling like a pack of puppies? Amazing. Oh, I was supposed to hit the play
recently
button.
switched from 650 to 700C on this?
Yeah, the bike came with 700s, but I immediately went to 650 when I got it.
We
Just
haven't
'cause I
gotten
wanted
clear
bigger
info
tires on it. The 700
on what people think about this.
The
Oh.
650, and I think because of the float on the 650, the tires I was running were way too big. I felt
What
like I
does
was
too big
floating
mean?
All over the place, and these almost carve in a weird way. I don't know if that's true, but feels like it.
Have you found a similar experience between 700 and 650?
Have you?
Let us know. We're dying to know.
Okay, I want to give just... I let Doug have his moment, and I was like, this is Doug's opinion, and sure, it sounds solid. I personally do not agree with that. I personally love fat as fuck 650B tires. To me, they give me control. They feel bassy. They feel solid. I don't feel like I'm floating all over. I feel more confident. And 3 other things that are positive. 3 other adjectives that make sense there. So his thing is his thing. It's not, there's no, I suppose sometimes science plays into it, but just to balance it, neither one of us know. I think it's personal taste, but I don't know. Enough rambling on this. Back to the videotape.
We're very curious about this.
A lot of mixed info on that. That shout was actually from earlier.
I'm feeling the future shock. A little bit of cushion for the pushing. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
who's
dial it
used
in
one of
from
these?
firm to super squishy. So you can find.
If you've ever never used one, it does have a knob on the top, a dial that you can lock it out essentially, or have it super loose. And then when I did the podcast with John Cordoba from Specialized, I asked him where the future shock came from. This kind of blew my mind. They initially introduced it on the Roubaix. I was like, wow, weird. That's hilarious. I don't know if it's that funny, but it's really interesting to me. Because the Roubaix is like kind of like a road bike, you know, whatever, road bike, cross bike, gravel bike. What is it? What is it? But then I think it's funny that technology transfers into like the Diverge has the Future Shock. The Creo is like the Diverge of the e-bike.
And your zone of comfort reduces that hand fatigue.
That's true.
Really
It does
happy
do
with
that. It's nice and
All right, we're gonna use a little power to catch up to
calming.
these guys to get a few different shots.
oh, and another thing that's kind of funny, two things that when you turn the power on, there's like this lag. It needs to like boot up for a second. It's not instantaneous. So that would probably be in the pro category of just leaving it on and doing the assist to zero. So there you have that pointless bit of information. Congratulations. The other thing is, right when I passed Doug, you can't really hear it in the video, but he's like, "Oh my god," because I just like fly past them and they weren't expecting it. It's like really funny. I think also because Doug is he's so strong and he's not really used to people. Not that he was jealous, but it's just like, oh come on. It's pretty funny. He's a good sport for sure. And I wanted to go ahead to get that shot of the bikes, not
Dropped
the
again.
cemetery.
We gotta catch them. Sport mode. This
That's
thing
the
is
best
awesome.
mode, right in the
Oh,
middle.
God.
It's fucking cool.
Found him. Oh my god. Shut it off when I catch him. But man, what a depressant when that power's gone. Go through withdrawals over here.
That is super real. You get all amped up and you for sure it's like a high, because it's like the bike suddenly weighs nothing and you're strong as hell. Peter Sagan vibes. And then it goes away and you're like back to your weak, pathetic, normal self. It's just like, ugh. It totally feels like getting drunk and a hangover within like seconds. It's really interesting, especially on a climb. Did anybody notice that I had that creek shot in there twice? I don't know why I bothered to use it. I think I put it in twice by accident. Was like, well, whatever. It's, it shows that we're creaking or something.
We got the old switcheroo going. Oh,
You can hear it. It sounds so funny.
This must be what like Peter Sagan feels like.
Bye-bye. Oh my god, this bike, way too fucking big for me.
Ron was a
Poor man
little...
parts. Ron, what did you think of the...
I thought that was funny, the poor man parts. I almost cut that out because I was like, is that too much? Ron was like a little slow. He was a little tired that day. So I actually wanted him to ride that for like the climbs because he was getting dropped kind of a lot, which is insane because I rode with Ron yesterday and he was crushing it the whole time on the road bike. I was like, I don't understand. I thought he'd go back. I don't know.
Creo?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It's not a matter of if I get one, it's just
He needs
when.
one. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And then I had this funny thought that, so the one that I have is like the crazy, ridiculous, like 4 people in the world are going to buy it. Probably not true. More will buy it, I'm sure. But they also have like a lower tier version that's like a $5,000 price point. And I think it'd be so interesting to show just like, and it's the same battery, the same motor. It's not always these crazy expensive things. Not that $5,000 is nothing. That is definitely a chunk of money, but it's still like pretty affordable for like a legit pedal assist compared to 15. I mean,
Just breaking that stigma, one pedal stroke at a time. I'm telling you, these things are great.
It fucking totally works, man. You can hammer it when you want to.
It's like our fake testimonial.
It's also a killer bike.
We're basically like, hey, can we ride more of these? We love them.
Power off. Although I probably should have it power on.
Oh, someone brought up, or a few people brought up a good point. They're like, if everybody on the ride has an e-bike, like then are you going to even be able to catch up? Well, 2 things. One, probably because there's different modes. And also, I don't think the point is for... Yeah, it is kind of interesting. Like, why would we all have one? I think it would be good for Ron. Like, he'll get dropped on big climbs. And, he actually has no problem with it. But it would be a way for him to just, like, keep up with everyone. Or even Devin's always the fastest. And then just killing it. Putting the power down or putting the power off. Because we do all still like to ride the bike and kind of suffer a bit. So, man, the move is toggling. You use it here, you use it there. it's like energy conservation. You kind of bump up this hill a little bit. I don't know what I'm saying. That fucking thing's heavy though, carrying over logs. Did you hear him? Doug actually said something about a boner there. I was like, what?
Power on, baby.
All those B-roll shots from that power.
This section.
That,
oh my God.
oh shit.
Here we go.
The shot of me riding through, I put it on the tree and then it just like sunk down while I was riding away. I was like, well, I'm still using it because I dedicated. This section is awesome in real life. It's this crazy stair step that's super steep and has these barges, which is where the camera will do this like quick towards you thing. I just had the power on the whole time. I was like, fuck this. I just want to blast through it. It was awesome. I felt a little guilty, but those things. Oh, and I'm proud of the fact that this is during the solo, the guitar solo. It works so good. And then I kind of fell.
Hi, Doug.
Doug went back for that shot.
Activate pizza. Russian Devin? Yeah, he's right here.
Cool.
It's for you.
Today I'm not Russian. Today I am French.
He didn't want to be Russian.
English,
I don't know why he wanted to be
there is
French.
Nothing that rhymes with orange. This is French, right? Or orange also it rhymes with strange en français.
Oh.
And today I'm with many
Oh, here, I'll let him finish.
strange people.
I didn't know what the hell he meant until I'd watched that like 4 or 5 times. I thought he was saying orange, strange people, like meaning that because Doug had an orange jersey, Abe had an orange jersey. I didn't realize that he meant strange, like strange. And I was like, oh, I guess it makes sense, but it's not necessarily funnier. It's just okay.
Eating one orange.
Dad jokes for sure.
Ron, your snack's looking.
And then so I thought he meant like he's pointing to the orange people. Ron was like this, and then after the part that got cut out, I was like, "Get out of here," because you're not orange. But I just didn't understand. I didn't understand. So that's why this other thing happens.
This is bib conditioning gone right.
Oh.
Ah,
This is really funny. See.
Les jerseys, enfin orange.
We talked about him earlier.
I think that clip is hilarious because, well, the timing on it is pretty funny, but I thought that he was saying like the orange the first time. So then when he was like, oh, he's orange also, I was like, yeah, dude, we already said that. It's so fucking, yeah, it's funny. It's weird. Oh, this is a full-on glitch. I had music queued up right there, and for some reason it just, I don't know what the fuck happened. I even previewed it. And then it hazes in. I still don't know what happened. It was kind of like it worked, but that was more fun with some vibes, musical vibes. Oh, and then this guy. Dude, what?
Damn it, my bike's not turned on.
That was true. I couldn't catch him.
We're gonna get you.
Dude, you can catch anybody. Well, maybe, mostly anybody. I don't know. It's awesome. So this dude and his buddy, who's actually right behind him there with the orange cap, or strange hat cap, they're just hunting elk. And dude takes an e-bike with the cargo basket thing to bring his kill back. Yeah, we talked to them like a half an hour because I was so just intrigued by what they were doing. Bike hunting, to me, I'm in. Like, that sounds badass because it sounds gnarly, and I don't know. I would totally do that. I also am of the philosophy of like, I don't eat meat regularly, but if I killed my meat and cleaned it, I would eat it because you got to earn that shit and whatever. What's the point, my friend? I don't know. Oh, I wanted to film them and like kind of get some of the questions on camera, but it's hard to film strangers, and then like guns are like kind of a weird subject sometimes. So they were super cool just talking, and I didn't want to bring it up. Like, I make these videos on YouTube and then I'll talk about them later in front of nobody. And what am I saying?
See you guys.
But what a setup.
I'm coming for
Oh,
you,
there's the,
Devin.
oh my God.
Strange, but I am breathing so hard and you're not breathing at all. What is it?
He was hustling too. And I was like, what's up,
No,
dude?
I shut it off. I'm earning some of these climbs. They're not all
Some of them.
free
not all
blast
of
of
them.
power.
But not.
Although I wish they were. They're so much fun. How's Abe? Oh, God.
That's in Arabic. I was like, hey, answer me in your native tongue.
Okay, we're going to try
But it was such subtle answers, you kind of couldn't tell.
to catch these guys in standard mode, which is, I think, 30% of power. Okay, for the love of God, if I could only get on the bike.
I do this whole
Okay, let me tell
breakdown.
you how
I
this
think it
thing
makes
works.
sense
There's
though,
three
just to
power
understand
modes,
how the.
standard, sport, and turbo. And each mode is an accentuation of the power that you put into it. There's 30%, 60%, and 100%. So it's all in the bottom bracket. It's not the back wheel. So it mirrors everything you push into it.
Did this help
at
anybody?
Those percentages. The
Or did
lower the
everyone already
percent,
know all that?
The longer the battery lasts. So you're climbing, but it's still kind of hard. You're just doing it faster than normal,
It's true.
which is kind of awesome. The silly tagline for this thing is, "It's you, only faster." It's so on point. I find myself wanting to say that when I'm describing it. You know, it's like me, only faster and handsomer. Eh?
What a fool.
Abe just took the Tesla. What do you think?
Oh yeah, and then I actually got to ride his breadwinner, but I didn't put it in there because I don't know, it's kind of like specialized. It's time to shine a little bit, but his bike is super comfortable. Custom steel. Good job, Abe.
I mean, it does match your jersey.
I'm definitely a fan.
It's fucking fun, right?
It's so much fun.
Did you try it without the power?
No.
You should try it.
Yeah, because I think, it's definitely the most fun with the power, but it's cool to ride it without power because then you really see how then it's just like a bike. As I rip the headphones out of the song. Jesus. Dude, so much
Drop
Velotoes
again, so
in this
we're,
one.
We're hitting sport mode to catch up. Hey guys, wait up. Wait up, guys. Whoa! Hey, gotta admit, perfect filming bike. Life is a whole lot easier with the power.
This is
Okay, we're
super
53 miles in.
true.
How much food do you have left, Ron?
I couldn't get that question out. I had to ask like 4 times because I kept fucking up my lines. My lines, like, like they're scheduled. They're not. But Ron actually like really wanted to say why he really wanted to answer that question. So he was like, no, take your time. Try it again. So then we got it. So thanks, Ron.
I would say I have about 30% left.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So you've eaten more up front.
I made a very intentional decision to eat little increments as I went along. Just constantly eating today. Just so I didn't go into sort of deficiency like I did last weekend a bit.
I think when he says last weekend, I'm getting my timeline a little bit confused. I think last weekend was the big 100-mile ride we did to the Cascade Locks, where we ate way too much cheese in the middle of the ride.
What is that? That looks delicious.
It's brownie.
Oh, it's a brownie. That's a great idea.
Bib conditioned brownie.
More
Conditioning is
brownie.
kinda like
Abe
easy bake
loves
oven.
apple fritters. If you ever see Abe,
At a really low temperature
hook him up with an apple
for
fritter.
a really long time.
Thanks for knowing your trail. That thing is amazing.
Fucking Devin setup. He just like sprawls all of his stuff.
That's
He's
his cell
nowhere to
phone.
be seen.
Just everything.
What do you call this move?
You call this move the crash and splat. Wait, this move or that move?
Oh, I was so impressed by this dude, Will.
The airflow sticker pack.
Look at how we just gotta pause that. Isn't that fucking sick? The craziest thing is I didn't even realize that I didn't connect the dots of putting the frame stickers on your helmet. Duh. It looks so great. Yeah, good job, Will. Super impressed with
the
that.
helmet looks fucking sick. Dude, good job.
Thanks, man.
Will has good style too. All of his whole setup. I was like, damn. Some wacky camera stuff there. Whoa. I was way behind everyone right here.
Lightweight hammering to try and catch these guys. Full sport mode. The
I
other
wouldn't
cool thing
put it
about the
into
electronic
turbo.
bicycle is you
This
can
is
share the
funny.
draft with your friends. I'm just saying, Twice the fun, half the line.
Oh, that's no, that isn't. I'm getting my rides confused. Ron was a little tired at that point. We were all kind of tired at that point. Except for Devin, who's a machine.
And you can tow all your friends. Thanks, buddy.
That was not scheduled, which is awesome when that happens.
What shall we have? Whatever shall we have?
Oh, I went through all my food and was just like, we don't need to show all that. Weird yard art.
Players, epic session.
Good times. Thanks, Mr. Moto.
Did you guys see Doug and Devin? No, Doug and Ron doing like fake knuckles too. Had to be there.
No power needed going down.
That's true. Devin tipped me off to that. I would have left it on the whole time.
Get that tuck. Tuck that shit. Here we go.
Oh, because I had this whole thing about how the dropper helps you tuck. I was like, we don't need to show all that either.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god.
This bike. Whoo! Holy cow! This thing is fucking.
Do I say anything useful?
Game
here?
changer.
Probably
Straight up
not.
game changer. You know, when I go on a ride,
We gotta
and I'm
change the
filming
game.
everybody, it's just sometimes it's so tiring, especially if
It's
I
true.
have to constantly catch up.
Yeah.
But with this guy,
Because I'm
no
doing two
problem.
things.
I'm shooting
Give me
B-roll
some
of
excuses.
everything. It's like, go ahead, I'll catch you guys. Good luck. And the fact that I'm not
good
completely
luck means.
decimated is so cool. I still have power on this thing. 5. Man, I still have half of the battery left.
There's 10 cells.
Okay,
There's
the
so there were
move
5.
is to just not have the power on the whole time. It's perfect for
Revolutionary
intermittent
to me.
boosts, like a big climb or to catch up or to go ahead. Man, it's awesome. It's super cool. We gotta get Ron on one of these. Totally thought this ride was gonna be too much for this battery. I still have power on this thing. He keeps talking about the power.
He
and
keeps
the
talking
ride
about
by
the
the
power.
numbers.
Dude, the
6
autofocus got
hours,
tripped
10
out.
minutes,
I didn't even know it was
85
doing that.
miles, And
Sometimes,
6,760
whatever.
feet of elevation.
Lo-fi life.
And the thing is, you still ride the ride.
85
you just
miles,
do it
6,000
faster,
feet? That's a big
and you're
day.
not as tired, which is so awesome. But you're still tired, which is also so awesome. Man,
What are you talking about?
What's your take on the e-bike? Let me know in the comments.
Such a
All right,
controversial
dear friend,
bicycle.
Thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure to have you on
And
these adventures. If there's
No,
anything you
I'm not going to only ride those bikes. I don't think I need to watch the rest of this.
like
No,
here, go
I
ahead,
don't
hit
think
the
I say
like
anything
button.
else. Hey,
If you
go
haven't
ahead.
subscribed, now might
Now
be
might
the
be the
time.
time.
And check it out. I finally have neck gaiters in the EBD shop.
Oh,
and
those are-
are right here.
People like those. Those are doing good. We'll say that's the sponsor for this episode. There you go. Subscribed. Okay, that's it. Boom. Where's the button? Which button do I push? Oh my god! Wait, I just wanted. There it is. Hoo! Thanks for hanging out. I hope you found that at least mildly entertaining. And if you didn't, you can take your concerns up with you can just put them in the comments. You can badmouth me in the comments. That'll be fine. I hope you guys had a good weekend. My vision was that you'd be toasted from your weekend shreds and stumble across this little commentary and be like, yeah, I'll spend a couple moments with this. Why not? I hope you guys had a good what am I saying? I don't know. Thanks for hanging out. Nothing but the must respect for you. I'm Dustin Klein. I appreciate you. Go ahead, like if you want. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you soon. Very soon. The most soon. And also, shout out to all you players in the chat. Hey, sorry I ignore you guys during the middle of this, but I just got to focus. Otherwise, Robin Heel, Piran, Jocelyn, X-Man family. X-Man family. That is an interesting name. Frank. Bunch of players. And actually, the biggest shout out goes out to John Doe for the super chat donation. Much love and respect. Thank you, guys. We will see you next time on this thingamawhatsit. That's true. Okay, let's find the button. Is it this button? No, is it that one? It's the one over here.